As I have said, my late daughter, St. Clair Wangui Mwangi, passed on in India after a successful spine surgery, having been suffering from a spine condition called scoliosis. Unfortunately, the same spine condition my lovely daughter, St. Clara Waithera Mwangi, is suffering. This spine condition starts showing at the age of 4 years. That is when my late daughter St. Clair Wangui started showing, and at the same year, age 4, St. Clara Waithera also started showing the same. It has been a journey for me, having gone through such traumatizing issue, having my 2 daughters suffering. And at first it was hard for me to accept that St. Clara Waithera will go through surgery. And we've been going to different hospitals. We started with Kenyatta National Hospital, starting with my late daughter. And when also St. Clara was diagnosed with the same condition, we also followed Kijabe, AICQ International. As it happened with the first case, they said it was quite complex, and the doctors in Kenya could not handle these cases. And the same case with St. Clara Waithera, who is now 16 years. I've been seeing different doctors, including a doctor at MTRH, that is Moi Teaching and Referral Eldoret, also AICQ International, and finally we've also been seeing Dr. Fazal at Kenyatta National Hospital, who referred us for treatment overseas after saying this case is quite complex. Now we have found a doctor in New Delhi who has been doing such corrective surgeries on other patients, and he said he would be able to handle my daughter, and at a cost of 8 million. So this condition has severely affected mobility of my daughter, St. Clara Waithera. She joined Form 1 and could only attend school for only 1 month, because when she moves around the school and also sitting for the hours, the minutes they sit in class, she cannot withhold sitting for the 40 minutes, because she gets pressure on the back, and she feels pain, and it forces her to stand even in the middle of the lessons. Also walking around, like moving to the laboratories from one class to another, or going for lunches and for meals, it was a great task for her. When I first noticed with my second-born daughter, we tried searching in the family whether this has ever been seen or happened, and the answer was no, because I had the grandmother and a grandfather from both, they are of the same father, my children, and both families, they say the case has never been seen. So currently she is doing homeschooling, doing studies online. That is what she's doing, because intellectually she's quite very okay, and she's a very bright girl and having a bright future. As a family, one thing, taking care of these children financially, it's quite draining, and also emotionally, there are so many questions that one asks herself. And the main issue with this kind of curve, it's affecting the spinal cord, which is a major component in our bodies, and the more she's bending, the more she's likely to affect the the cord and to touch the cord, and when the cord is touched by the bones or compressed, there'll be a lot of pain in her body and also on the spine. And the doctors say that kind of pain, they wouldn't want the child to suffer such kind of pain, because with the nerve pain, even sometimes no medicine helps to cure. It's pain that is quite excruciating and a continuous pain. And the doctor in India was telling me they are going to do like 3 surgeries, and one is to correct the twists and also to cut some ribs so that they can accommodate the lost height, and also put the rods to make her stand straight. Foundation makes her not grow the normal way, and it inhibits the height. So instead of the spine, because the spine makes us grow tall, so it's bending, so there's no room for her growing tall. So she's growing more to the bend, and all the weight goes to one side. And internal organs like the lungs, her lungs are quite compressed. So like even doing a small, like even bathing, you can even you can tell, you can hear her breathe, there's a problem with breathing, her breathing. Even from a distance, you can hear her breathe. And your prayers and your financial support will come along and will be greatly appreciated. Raising the 8 million is an uphill task. So I'm making humble request to all well-wishers to come forth and help me give my daughter a chance to live a normal life and to also achieve her goals in life. She's a bright girl. She aspires to be a doctor and also assist other people. And when you come to our help, we shall really be appreciative.
I have a condition called scoliosis. Scoliosis it's a spine condition that affects the nerve, the spinal cord, and also it affects my lungs and my stomach. So this condition, as my mom explained earlier, it started at the age of 4, and it also affected my late sister, St. Clair Mongi. In this condition, it's not quite known. It's idiopathic, and it's affected my studies. And I went to Form 1 at Komotai Girls School. I only did 1 month, but it affected me. I can't sit for a long time because I hear pins and needles in my spine. And whenever I walk from the classes to the dining hall or the classes to the dorm, I feel a lot of pain. Sometimes I stand somewhere to relax, and it also affects my lungs too, because I can't the pressure affects, and it compresses my spine. This condition it's quite emotionally affecting me, because I would like to be like other people, to study like other people, to engage with other people, but I'm here at home studying online. I'm thankful to God because I can't complain to God, because God created us in His own image, and He knew me even when I came to this earth. My mom started looking for doctors, and we found one in India, New Delhi, and they're asking for 8 million. But I know with God everything is possible, and I know that people will be touched by this story, and that I will be treated and go back to school and become a cardiologist one time, because that's my career passion, and I like to assist other people with heart problems. Some of my friends, let's say when I engage with other friends, when they tell me, I send them a pic, I just send them a picture of my face, but I can't send them on of my whole body, because I feel like I'm the only one who has this condition. so it's affecting me emotionally too. I'd like to appeal to the well-wishers in everyone who will be touched by this story, everyone in this world, to help me, because 8 million is not easy to be found. I'd like to ask for the well-wishers to come and assist my mom in this financial health issue, because whenever I see my mom stressed out because of this money, I feel kind of a pain, because I hate seeing my mom being stressed about this bill. But I know with God everything is possible. I know the well-wishers will help me to raise these funds, and I'll go and be treated and come back and testify that God's glory, and trusting God in everything. God is my provider.
This condition is not easy. Living with her, watching her struggle, really takes a toll on a person, and I would like to see her maybe go through the surgery and come out successful. As a family, it's a challenge because some of the things that normal families do, we cannot engage in because of her condition, but we try to our level best. Financially, it's very strenuous due to some simple things like traveling. You cannot travel with her in a matatu like any other person, so it's strenuous because you have to look for special means in order to accommodate for her condition. Emotionally, watching her go through life and really want to do things like a normal person but not have that chance is very strenuous. It takes a toll on somebody, and would really love to see her come out of this victorious. I would kindly appeal to anybody who will listen to this story and get touched to be with us in prayers. Financially, we also need your support because raising 8 million is not an easy task, but we know when one or two come together and reunite, it's going to be an easy task. So I would kindly appeal to everybody out there to help us emotionally, financially, and also spiritually through these hard times.
Of this side.
Mm.
Metal tap was.
Even the other one, that's how she looked. But when she was treated, she was
Oh, she was straight.
and tall.
Sasa iko sawa.
Tutaokea hapa.
Msaidie tu. Ndio hapo.
Like my first case walikuwa wameweka 6 rods, the other daughter. Because with her surgery it was quite successful.
Ama flash.
Flash.
Yeah, I do have a flash.
Kama na flash naweza kutia the whole clip yote.
Ni sawa.
Hata. Kama ingia kwa nyumba.
Nenda kwa nyumba.
All 3 left-handed.
Yeah. Ni sawa.
Gonna grow tall. Be tall. Yeah. So, and then the main issue, when sasa hiyo spine, the way it's carved, you know the spine holds the cord. So
try to.
okay. So how many sums have you done today? You're starting the lesson.
Summary.
In history you did what?
I'm not done history yet. I'm done French.
Now rotate 360.
Do need to challenge him. Then unaona huku kwa miguu akitembea, she feels pain.